Tran. I'm the Director of Research Programs at Z Prime, and I'm here with Omeed from Yotta Solar. He's the CEO, and we're here at Start at ETS in Austin, Texas, our annual pilot pitch competition. Thanks for being here, Omeed.
Thanks for having us.
So you were a competitor in today's pilot pitch competition. How did that go for you?
I think it went really well. It's great to have such a depth of knowledge in the audience from the utility sector and the judges. It fits really well with what we're trying to do as a company. We've gone to a lot of these other pitch competitions where it's not industry focused, where some simple gadget usually wins. It's nice to have something that's actually research based in Austin, Texas, of all things.
Yeah, so Start at ETS is really about promoting innovation and change in the industry. So what's a major takeaway that you've learned either from your fellow competitors or any of the utility judges that you've been talking with?
I think what we've learned is there's definitely a deep interest from the utility sector in understanding these future technologies and how they will play into their infrastructure. As you know, the utility infrastructure is a 100-year-old machine. It's the world's largest machine, essentially, that was built from many different versions, and now it's kind of changing. Energy is flowing two ways, and the infrastructure wasn't usually built for that, so it leaves a lot of room for innovation. And where we come in, we provide the simplest way to integrate energy storage onto buildings for utilities to own the asset. It kind of now allows them to have a utility type service, demand response service distributed.
So I was on a panel earlier today and with a couple of VCs, and we were talking a little bit about challenges that startups face because the VCs are a little bit reluctant to invest in companies that sell to utilities.
Yes.
So have you had challenges? Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, there's a saying that says utilities are always first to be second, and that they of course have the power and the bandwidth and to do technologies, but we actually have four things working against us. One is we're not software, we're a hardware-based company, we're a startup, and we are clean tech. And on top of that, our focus customer is the utility. But I think it just kind of motivates us to push harder because we see the profound impact that our technology will have. And we've actually had a lot of interest and partnerships with utilities. Some of your sponsors have helped us quite a bit through our journey, and they're very interested in watching the technology, how it evolves.
So when it comes to serving customers, what advantages does a startup company like yours have?
Yeah, so two things. One, solar as it stands, just grid tied, is really not fair to the existing grid infrastructure because you're just dumping power back in without having to absorb the full cost of what it took to build and maintain these grid systems. But from the consumer side, everyone feels they have the right to deploy these systems, right? So there's definitely a disconnect there. A majority of solar systems today just shut off if there is a grid failure, and we have storms and things. And what storage enables is it completely changes the dimensions of that, the conversation around the total value. It actually gives the opportunity for utilities and consumers and customers to come together towards a solution. And that's what we find to be very impactful.
Awesome. So what is your prediction for breakout technology of 2019?
Well, there's a lot of buzz about blockchain and IoT, but I think all of these technologies, they take time. I firmly believe that energy storage is kind of on the cusp of some transformation. We've seen what's happened to the price of solar technology, which I mentioned in the presentation today, going from $76 a watt down to 30 cents, and energy storage is going to be on that side of the price drop as well. And that's why a lot of utilities are engaged, and they're trying to understand how they can be a part of that change.
Awesome. Well, it's great to have you here. Good luck with the competition.
Thanks.
And enjoy the rest of
We're
the day.
excited about all the events that Z Prime has had, started ETS, and of course ETS. It's very engaging, and thankful to have that here.
Yeah, that's great to hear.
Thank you.
We'll see you at ETS 19.
Sounds good. We'll be there.